The NFL and NFLPA have opened a joint review of how the Giants handled Jaxson Dart's sideline concussion evaluation after he took a heavy hit in the third quarter of New York's win over the Eagles. Cameras showed Dart leave for the blue medical tent, then Giants coach Brian Daboll leaning into the tent and later yelling at team medical staff, actions the league flagged for review. The team's rookie running back Cam Scatabo also briefly entered the tent to check on Dart. Dart missed just 2 plays, returned, and finished 17 for 25 for 195 yards with a passing and rushing TD. ESPN.com, why this matters. The blue tent exists to protect the integrity of concussion evaluations. Protocols limit who can enter and how the process is conducted precisely because sideline pressure can push evaluations toward unsafe haste. When a coach or a player inserts themselves into that space, even with good intent, the optics and the risk increase. Rushed clearances, perceived interference with medical judgment, and a weakened public confidence in the process. The NFL's review isn't about second-guessing care. It's about ensuring the protocol was followed and that no non-medical influence altered a medical decision. NFL.com, Daboll's actions and apology changed the tone, but not the concern. He says he stuck his head in because he wanted to know how long it would take. He was ready to burn a timeout to get Dart back for a critical 4th down, and he later apologized to team physicians. Owner John Mara has said he does not believe Daboll intentionally tried to hasten the evaluation, but Mara also called the optics inappropriate. Those statements matter. They show the club recognizes both the emotional pressure of a close game and the non-negotiable importance of medical independence. SI the Scatabo detail is notable because it illustrates how teammates will sometimes try to help a young player in the heat of a game. He said he went in to calm Dart and make sure he was okay. That's human and understandable, but the rule book is blunt about who may be present during a formal concussion check. The league has to enforce those lines consistently. Otherwise, evaluations become inconsistent across clubs and situations. NFL.com. What the review could produce. A few outcomes are likely. The league may conclude the protocol was followed and close the matter. It could issue a reprimand or fine to Daboll or others for tent intrusion. Or, in more serious findings, it could recommend policy clarifications or additional education for teams about sideline boundaries. Fines for improper interference can be substantial, and precedent shows the league treats medical protocol breaches seriously. But the NFL and NFLPA will also weigh intent, whether the head coach tried to improperly influence an outcome, which Daboll denies. ESPN.com, what to watch next. 1, the league's formal letter or statement that will tell us whether this was procedural or an actual breach. 2, any discipline issued to Daboll or team staff. 3, follow-up medical reporting on Dart. Even though he returned, concussion symptoms can be delayed and repeated evaluations matter. And 4, whether the NFL uses this as a teachable moment to tighten sideline protocol enforcement league-wide. AP News. Bottom line, this isn't primarily a controversy about a coach's emotion. It's a test of how strictly the NFL and clubs protect concussion protocol under live game pressure. The Giants should be praised for cooperating and for Daboll's apology, but the review is necessary. If the league finds medical independence was preserved, the episode will be a cautionary close call. If it finds interference, expect fines and a public reminder that player safety procedures are non-negotiable. NFL.com.